Okay, guys, welcome back to Dark Zone. Been a long time since the last video, and I am proud to present to you the new family of Retro Machine, formerly Retro Machine 1. Now it's a series, a family of Retro Machine image. This is the new boot screen because with the new emulation station the boot loading is shorter, so there's not need anymore of a video, 1 minute long video. It's just a fast boot screen this time. Okay, and this is the one of the main themes included in the Retro Machine series. Okay, there's a lot of new features, new stuff that I must show you now. To begin with, I want to show you the okay, this is the music. Let me lower a little the music because there's a lot of arguments to treat. So I want to show there's a lot of new options, guys. There's so much stuff to talk about. To begin with, let's start with the advanced options. I call like that. Let me look. The volume is still okay. I'm afraid you cannot listen my voice properly. Okay, I decided to put advanced options on a subfolder because those options are dedicated to expert users, and most of them just start immediately when you click on it. So I've decided to put on a subfolder, and most of those options need a USB keyboard. As you can see on the icon, on the upper right icon, I added a picture of the REI mini keyboard, USB keyboard, which I strongly recommend. With this USB wireless keyboard, it's very similar to a controller. You can just use all the functions provided by a USB keyboard. Okay, but you can just plug a standard USB keyboard just as you will. Just add when you want. Just remember that you need, when you see this icon, you need a keyboard. Just remember that. So let's see together the Bgm Play Editor. This is just a fast access to the script that manage the Bgm, the background music play editor. You don't need to go there, to be honest, because the background music play is already set for you. But if you want to change something, I can teach you on other video how to edit this script. Of course, you need this Linux knowledge to edit this script. Move on. The boot editor, you better stay away from that. I was not sure to include this until the end, because I use this for my use to modify the boot editor, but it's very important script. If you mess something there, all the image is skewed, so you better leave that one alone. The lateral configuration, another warning option. I've decided to add this for those who have problems with the overrides, for example. With this option, you just wipe immediately all RetroArch custom configuration. That means you lost everything related to an emulator, not games, but if you saved some configuration, into the RetroArch, you lost with this option. So you have to use this only on warning scenario. Delete video modes, another little script I made because sometimes I need to erase all the custom video modes you saved on run command. If you start this option, it just delete immediately all the video modes, customized video modes. For example, if you decided to run an emulator to HD ready resolution, like for example 720 pixel instead of 1080 pixel resolution, you just reset everything with this option. It's very simple. Edit demo mode. I made a little spoiler there because this is the script that managed the demo mode, one of new feature of the Retro Machine family. This is very technical. I not suggest to go there, to be honest. Maybe I will explain the script on other videos, but it's already all is already said for you. The fan speed configuration, this is the option dedicated to the Argon 1 owners. This lets you to set the fan speed of the case, Argon 1 case. If you're not interested in that, just leave all default. But if you want to change the fan speed, because the fan is a little noisy, to be honest, you can change there. Remember, you need a keyboard, okay? But move on, let's see the main options. Those are the options that you can find on Retropie, so I will not talk about that, of course. Bezel Manager. This is one of the best new feature of the Retro Machine family image. You know, the Retropie have these issues that you cannot manage the bezel, the overlays you must set into RetroArch. Is not good like Battlezero or Recalbox, for example, where you can assign the bezel into directly from Emulation Station until now, because now you can make that even on also on Retro Machine image. To be precise, you can choose between two types of overlay, which I made, and I'm very proud of the two types. You can see even on the artwork. One type is the system related overlay, like for example the Amiga CD32 you see on screen, or the Retro Machine type overlay, which is a special overlay with a performance scan line. If you follow my works, you already know the performance scan line. It's a shader applied to the overlay, which have a zero impact on performance. It's very interesting, guys, very interesting. And if you like scan lines, this is the way to go. Otherwise, you can swap to the system related overlay, which is different for every system. Just brings you add artworks from that system. And if you don't like both, you can just disable overlays, and you play the ROMs without any overlay. But I will show you later. Let's move on for now. This is the option to enable or disable the background music player. Very simple, but there's a new, and I very like that. This is the background music player style. Now you can select between two different style of music. The music you actually listen on background is the synthwave type background music, typical to the Retro Machine. But you can switch to different music, the remix, video games remix style music. I show you immediately how it works. Just go into menu. In that case, I have to select the VG remix, BGM. Okay, and it's already applied. What you can do now is to disable and then enable the background music player. Okay, and then enable back. Just remember, this is a beta of Retro Machine. I just show the works until now. And I have to be honest, it's not perfect, guys. And it's just a start. This is the overlay, the Retro Machine overlay with the scan lines. It's not perfect. I'm still working because it just start a random file, and there's many of them because it can happen that it start a wrong file. So it's not perfect and can miss some entry sometimes, but it's very interesting, guys. It's very interesting script. In that case, I won't touch anything. This is Blasto, if I'm not wrong, from the PlayStation. But if I touch anything, the script will stop. So I wanted to skip to another game after 1 minute. So I just talk. In the meantime, just look the overlay with the scan lines. I hope you can see the scan lines on the frame. The scan lines are very mild because I'm still working on it, and I want mild, very light scan lines. Otherwise, the image is too dark. You see, it's not good to see if the scan lines are too much aggressive. So like that, I prefer light scan lines for the. Okay, just start. Let's try another one. I think the system could have recognized some input controller, because I see it don't skip after 1 minute, like. I have to check that, guys, because it should change the game after 1 minute, but I don't think is. Okay, this is an obscure name, Namco Games. I have no idea what game this is. Okay, I'm still working on it, so just don't expect to see all working perfect, because the works is still going on. So I just show all the progression of my image, and this is not intended as a final version. I'm just asking myself if it could be related to my capture card. I don't know if the capture card interfere in some way into the demo mode, because it was working great since yesterday. And okay, let's try last time if they change the game, and so otherwise we will move on. For now, I just show you manually the games. I think this is a Sonic. I have no idea what game it loads, guys. It's just random. I suppose this is a Sonic game on the Game Boy Advance. As you can see, the Game Boy Advance also have the overlay. the custom retro machine overlay, which is light gray, so it's just the overlay like I want to made. It's discrete is I'm not sure if discrete is a word, just correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not distracting. Okay, it's changing now. Finally, I not touch anything. It's just changed by zone, and it's swapped to the Commodore 64 game. Okay, it seems to work. And what can I say? It's a light gray overlay. It's not distracting. It's not boring. I think you are just focused on the game frame and not get distracted by the overlay. There's not art, just a pattern, a text to call like that. And unfortunately the Commodore 64 games are not so attractive mode, let's say like that, because most of them start with the cracked screen, so there's not much to see, to be honest. As you can see, to skip to another game. Let's see Super Famicom, because there's many other news I have to show you, but maybe we will see together in other videos. Maybe there's just too much to see, guys. Okay, a Super Famicom game. Okay, I think I made my point. So this is the model. Let's move on. The emulation station themes, you can download the themes you want, but you don't very need it because there's more than 30 custom fantastic made by Z. Factory has a controller to reset the controller with some issues. This is to change the logos for the Genesis and the Mega Drive. This is for my US friends, which obviously called the Mega Drive Genesis, where the European friends just use the Mega Drive. And I've added another one, the Super Nintendo USA and Europe, which is very different. The Europe version is identical to the Japanese Super Famicom, where the USA version is different, so you can switch just the logo. For the system, it's just Super Nintendo. The joystick selection, other new feature, you can assign specific controllers to the players. So if you want, for example, a DualShock 4 assigned to player 1, or I don't know, a 8B2 controller to the player 2, for example. And the Mr. Random mod is back. This is I am so proud of this feature. It's a smart video screensaver system that allows you to play an unknown random game. So it's similar to the demo mode on some extent. This was included before. It's just one of the strongest points of Retro Machine and King Image before it. I show how it works. With this option, you can change between two different types of video screensaver. One is related to system, so you just see every system like Amiga, Mega Drive, PlayStation, etc. The other one is just generic. It's a great video made by Franco Franchi, our video mastermind creator. And it's related to games, not at a specific system, but the use is the same. You just see the video, and if you press start during the video, you start a totally random game. Let's see together. I need to plug a controller for that. Assumed it works. Okay. Okay, to start the mystery random mode, you press select on controller, and you see the routine starts. Okay, I keep trying to recognize my DualShock controller. Okay, you see all the system. Okay, if you press start during this routine, you start a random game. Mega Drive this game. Okay, and this is a random game. If you exit, the system will show you what game is. Let's back to system, Mr. Random Mode, and now we change the screensaver. Just click on Mr. Random Mode, the magic starts. Okay, then if you press select again, the video will be different. Okay. But it works exactly the same. If you press start during the routine, it will start a random game. Pure and simple. And this is a Neo Geo games. I just recognize the BIOS routine. The Last Blade 2. Let's see a little the overlay in action. I'm just still testing because I want to see how the scan light looks. I hope you can see I'm recording to HD ready resolution, so it's not too detailed, but I hope you can notice the scan line, the very mild scan lines. It's very arcade effect. When you use the same move. Okay. Let's back to the option. This is very option related video. Just be patient, I will record other videos. Okay, this is the output mode, another interesting option where you can swap between 1080 pixel or 720 pixel. At the moment I'm recording to 720 pixel, but you can swap to the full HD. The overscan, if you have a little border around your monitor, you can use this option to delete it. The recipe config, you already know this option. The Retropie setup, there you can update. It's because I have to show you the first of all, let's change back the soundtrack to the synthwave style. Okay. Patience, my friends, patience. There's a lot of stuff to enjoy and discover. I'm so excited because I worked hard on that. Okay, first of all, let's put back the music because. Okay, and the synthwave style music's back. Okay. Now let's try to change the bezel and skip to the system type overlays. Okay, heating. Okay, now should be changed to the system type related, and I want to show the Amiga 32 because I love this. Let's just pick a game. Fighting Spirit, for example. Let's see if the emulator is properly assigned. Okay, you see the overlays changed. Is a CD32 style. So good. And there's not the scan lines, of course. Okay, I want to show you another overlay. Okay, for example, the Amiga. The Amiga 1200. Like that, like that, like that. Look, look. Finally, the Amiga 1200 have this properly overlay. There's so less love to this system, but not now with DZ around. And I also made for the Amstrad. Look, the Amstrad one. Amstrad CPC need a lot of love. Okay, this is the overlay, exclusive overlay for the Amstrad, which is a very improved emulator. This time there's, look, the visual keyboard is beautiful. Okay, and it's not over, guys, not over, because I want to show another. Okay, the Nintendo DS is now included, it's not anymore an add-on. It's same for the MS-DOS, it's included by default this time. I told you there's many stuff to talk. It's impossible to talk in the same video, so be patient. The Saturn is back with the new emulator, guys. The new Yabasan Hero emulator standalone, which is better than before. Scambiam, the Mega CD and the Sega CD are separated now, because the Mega CD is the Japanese games. The Super Famicom is on its own too, and same for the Mega Drive Japanese. The TurboGrafx CD is on its own. The Sharp 68000 have a good overlay. Look, a brand new overlay for the Sharp. Japanese kanji. Okay, let's see the desktop, that Kodi, the hacks, the collection. The Nintendo 64, another argument I want to talk is the Nintendo 64 set is complete this time. So all the 312 games, over 300 of games, all the same. because the emulator is different, it is better than before, and maybe some game will still we could be not so good, but I've decided to include all the set. I just tested many of them, and there's not a totally unplayable games. I have to say. So okay guys, it's over for now. Just keep to follow me, and just wait for more videos about the Retro Machine new family, and let me know what you think about, and we catch up on the next time. Bye bye.